welcome to this, and this is going to be my review of Raw that was tonight. Was okay for a lead-up show for a pay-per-view that is 2 weeks away. Yes, 2 weeks away. We're going to have a 2-week build for WWE's pay-per-view, pay-per-view Hell in a Cell, and yet they apparently don't think they have too many pay-per-views. This is stupid. This proves they have too many pay-per-views. This is a pay-per-view that should be able to get a lot of buys just from the fact that it's a Hell in a Cell pay-per-view, and the fact that it's 2 weeks out is probably going to kill it. So, they're, among the fact that, everything that we'll probably get, and the fact that I'm guessing we're going to get 3 Hell in a Cell matches, along with the fact that, which is far too many on one pay-per-view. The fact that we're not going to get any blood, which again, as I said, this is the one time I will gripe that there is no blood, because I really can't see doing a Hell in a Cell match with without a lot of, particularly 3 of them. I could see doing 1 on a pay-per-view, not having any blood. I think that would be fine. But when you do 3 of them on a pay-per-view and none of them have blood, you're going to pretty much fall into where we're going to get, I think, a lot of the same matches. I don't think that's a good thing. But let's get on with the show. We had Randy Orton cut a promo. He came out, then Sheamus came out. We found out through the anonymous general manager in a computer that it would be Sheamus and Randy Orton in Hell in a Cell. So there was one of our main events. Yay. Not something I particularly want to see, but oh well. I'm sure I'm not the only one. We came back. They had the Hart Dynasty out with Cole and King talking about the fact they lost the tag titles. Cole was kind of healing it up a little bit. Cody Rhodes and Drew McIntyre came out. They took on Santino and Vladimir Kozlov, who might be maybe the second most over team in the WWE as far as crowd reaction. I firmly believe this, behind Evan Bourne and Mark Henry, as odd as that sounds. If you're going to treat the tag titles like they're a joke, your 2 kind of jokey, not serious tag teams are probably going to be the most over. So it is going to be hard for these serious tag teams to get over. Just an idea. But this match was for even a TV match. Wasn't even the normal kind of comedy stuff we get from Vladimir and Santino. So it was just kind of there. So, what are you going to do? I guess. And then we got Edge backstage with Zack Ryder. They were talking. Daniel Bryan came up, talked to Edge, asked Edge if he could keep it down. He was reading his book. That led to a match later tonight, Edge versus Daniel Bryan, which I was looking looking very forward to. And then the match happened, and then not so much. Then we had John Morrison taking on Chris Jericho. Chris Jericho, I guess, not retiring. Odd. Came back. Morrison went over here again. This was a good match, and a good and a very good TV match, I would say. So there we go. There. Morrison doing kind of his thing. They hyped up the fact of his new, extreme athletic art, or whatever they were trying to call it, talk about it, which is like a 4-year-old phenomenon that was not even as hot anymore. So that tells you how far behind the times WWE is. So yeah. Then John Cena had a little interview that was just kind of there. Whoever writing John Cena's promos needs to be fired, my opinion. The Miz comes out. Talks about the fact that he didn't tap, that he was hurt, this, that, and the other. This led to him being at ringside for Daniel Bryan versus Edge. I'm sure you see where this is going. This went on for a while. Was not as good as it probably should have been. Edge just, I don't know. There's just something about Edge that has not been right since he's came back, and I don't know what it is. And maybe it was, and really it was just when he was on offense, it was just kind of, I guess. I don't know. I just did not care for this. Might have been Daniel Bryan's fault too, but Alex Riley eventually came out. He's now signed to The Miz with some sort of weird contract. And that happened. That led to Miz getting involved, which then Edge speared Daniel Bryan for the pin. The GM then came on, said that he was reversing decision. It was now a DQ. Then the Miz and Riley beat up Danielson, absolutely killed him, and Danielson was out. So don't know where that was going. Don't know if we're going to get more of the Danielson Miz stuff, which would be kind of nice. Then we got Layla taking on Melina, which was kind of odd. I don't know why that happened, but you would think that, after last night. But Layla won with that's basically just a diamond dust, I guess. A cutter off the top, which she reversed into, which was about the only thing memorable about the whole match. Then we had Chris Jericho, who pimped his new DVD set, which should be awesome, by the way, I must say. Jericho talked about the GM, talked about how he was going to find out who the GM was and blackmail him and all this other stuff. At the end, we found out that Orton was going to take on Jericho next week. That should be good, I hope. Then we had R-Truth taking on, and Eve taking on Ted DiBiase and Maurice in a mixed tag match. Someone has been watching far too much AAA because we're getting far too many mixed tag matches. I'm almost expecting for us to have a mixed tag titles, and for those mixed tag titles to end up being, more prestigious than the regular tag titles. Honestly, I am at this point because we get so many of these mixed tag matches. Then Cena had a gauntlet match with John Cena, or John Cena had a gauntlet match with John Cena. John Cena had a gauntlet match with Nexus. Basically, John Cena overcoming the odds. Though it did look like Gabriel was eventually going to be the one to beat him. But that's not what happens, and it ended up being a DQ, which all led up to another Hell in a Cell match. Barrett taking on Cena. Barrett wins, Cena joins Nexus. Cena wins, Nexus is gone. So I guess that's what we're left with. Overall, was an okay show at best. I didn't think this was a very good show. The only real highlights, nothing was really great. And I left out the after the mixed tag match, Ted DiBiase and Maurice are going up the thing, and this "I love you" or "I will have you" or something pops up on the screen, and Ted DiBiase and Maurice basically kind of no-sold it. The announcers kind of no-sold it. It was just stupid. It came off very stupid. It came off very, very, very stupid, I must say. I did not like this show. This was the type of Raw that just makes me want to go, can we please just go away? So, that leaves us going to Hell in a Cell. I guess we're going to wind up with 3 Hell in a Cell matches if we get the third match that we think we're going to get, which is just going to be very strange and odd to me. But overall, a very skippable Raw. This will probably be a very skippable pay-per-view. We only have one more week of build, and they didn't do anything to sell me on this pay-per-view on this week, and they really needed to. So that was an epic fail. So with that, I'm out. Ooh, look, I have hair wings. Isn't that nice? Yes. Anyways, with that, I'm out. Have a good one.